All right, let's take a look at exercise 1110 regarding time and material pricing. So Naito Company uses time and material pricing for all jobs they work on. Below is budgeted data for the upcoming fiscal year. So the first column is the labor charges. Second column is material handling charges. So we see for the construction crew, no material handling charge, $350,000 labor charge. Parts manager salary, no labor charge, material handling charge of $140,000. Overhead, there's a $25,000 labor charge, $47,500 material handling charge. Naito expects to use 3,750 hours for the upcoming year. For every hour they work on a job, they require a markup of $50. Expected material costs for the upcoming year are $750,000, and Naito requires a material handling margin of 15%. If a job requires 100 hours and 3,500 in materials, calculate the total invoice costs for this job. So remember, with material pricing, time and material pricing, there's a few charges that we would include in that invoice to our customer. And I'm going to skip ahead to the bottom here. There's the time charge, there's the material cost, and then there's the material handling charge as well. So we're going to look at each of these elements here, starting with the time charge. So the time charge for this job, it has 100 hours for the job, or it's going to utilize 100 hours. We have to apply to it the hourly rate that we're charging plus that labor markup. So how do we calculate the hourly rate? The hourly rate that we are charging this year, it's the total labor charge divided by the total hours we expect to work this year. So if total labor for the year was $350,000 and that was used, or that was spent on 3,750 hours, then our hourly rate that we are paying our employees essentially is $93.33. Pretty good money, I would say. However, when we outsource it, or when we are bidding for a job, we bid at the hourly rate plus the markup of $50. So really what we charge customers is $143.33 per hour. So the time charge element here, how do we calculate that? It's the hourly rate of $93.33 plus the markup of 50. So that's the B2 and B4 cells times the number of hours worked, or so again, I had an error in the formula, so my apologies there. It's the hourly rate of $93.33 plus the markup of 50 times the hours worked of 100. So we're going to charge, for a time perspective, $14,333.33. But that's just for time. Now we have to get into material costs. Materials used on the job was $3,500, so we're going to charge that. But remember, for all the materials that we charge and use on a client's project, we require a material markup or a material handling charge of 15%. So whatever materials we use on a job, we also require a markup or materials handling charge of 15%. So if I multiply the two, the materials used times the 15%, I get the markup or the material handling charge of $525. These three elements here make up the times and materials pricing that I'm going to charge to the potential client for this job that uses 100 hours and 3,500 in materials. And if I add it up, the time charge of $14,333.33 plus the materials used of 3,500 plus the materials handling charge of 15% of the materials used, which is 525. You add all three up, we're going to invoice this client $18,358.33 for this job.